What makes this storm so remarkable is that it's headed to the biggest metro area in the nation. Greater New York is home to 19 million people. Michelle Miller tells us that New York City is especially vulnerable. Parts of it are just a few feet above sea level.
We've known for a very long time that New York City is vulnerable to a hurricane. Parts of lower Manhattan just behind me are only a few feet above sea level, so any storm surge can cause major devastation, especially during high tide.
At the Coney Island amusement park, thrill seekers got in some last-minute rides. An evacuation order for this entire area could come tomorrow. Billy Burke has worked at this food stand for 29 years. He's never experienced a hurricane on the boardwalk before.
It raises 20 feet. I'm sure this is going to be underwater.
Coney Island could be Irene's first stop in New York City as the storm rolls over the 5 million people living in Queens and Brooklyn.
If a Category 2 hurricane hit New York City, it would depend on what time of day and the tide and various other things, but it would be weeks or months before the city got back to normal.
That's because New York City is in the center of a geographical right angle between New Jersey and Long Island. Irene could push water into that corner with no place to go but New York's tunnels, streets, and sidewalks.
Every 75 years, the Northeast gets a major hurricane. It doesn't take a major hurricane to do major damage.
That's the fear in New Jersey. Hurricane Irene is following roughly the same path as Hurricane Donna, which pounded the Jersey shore in 1960. New Jersey officials will consider mandatory evacuations tomorrow. The state's governor has already told vacationers to get away from the beach.
If it continues on the current track, from a flooding perspective, this could be a 100-year event.
The whole Northeast is under threat. Flooding and power outages are expected as far north as Maine. Scott?
Thanks, Michelle.